lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights, and we are go, go, go. Unbelievable stuff there. Absolutely brilliant here. Brilliant. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant here. Unbelievable stuff there. We got 2 in the bed there. We've got 3 in the bed moment here. Unbelievable stuff there. Who? What a move! What a move! Good evening everyone and welcome to the CWC for the Casual Weekday Championship for the F1 League. I am your host with the most, Malk. Tonight we're at the glorious race of the US of A Grand Prix. I hope everyone's all okay and well and enjoying their 3rd of May 2021, which is a bank holiday Monday for us in the UK itself. But we're, as I said, we're at the American Grand Prix, which is the circuit of the Americas, and we are looking forward to it because there's going to be absolutely unbelievable stuff, and I reckon there's going to be a few shocks tonight. Just a quick couple of updates. I haven't got the tables ready, so I do apologise for that. As far as I know, it was a classic at the Japanese Grand Prix. Hopefully we'll get another battle at the Circuit of the Americas as well. But thank you to LeagueRacing TV channel for all the live races itself for the CWC for this season and onwards as well. And we got, not only we're live exclusive for you guys for the F1, we also got the F2 League as well tonight. But we won't wait any longer. We're going to go straight to the track video. So on the track video itself, we're going to talk about the Austin, well, the Circuit of the Americas. We're at round 15. I can't believe we're near the end of the season. 18 races, we've done 15, so 4 races left, including this tonight. So there's going to be an absolute belter at the Austin Grand Prix with 5.513 kilometres, with 3.425 miles, 20 turns, 2 DRS zones, and there's going to be quite a lot of overtakes, which we are going to be looking forward to as well. That's what we're looking forward to that tonight. And thank you to Carlsbury, who submitted his hot lap of the track itself. And we could come up to the first corner now, like the hairpin, the blind hairpin corner, and then you have to go down the hill and go right hand. This is the part where I feel like this is the trickiest part of it all, because you're going through the S's, like through, it feels like Maggie Beckett's version in the Austrian Grand Prix, and this is where the first sector's just done. And this is the part of the second one where you have to try and get your car as close to the limiter as possible to the curbs, because this track will guarantee this is what you need. You need to have a guarantee that you can hit through those curbs itself. But hopefully we go on to the DRS zone now. This is the first lot. I say first lot. This is like the first proper lot when you think about it. And then come up to the second, at the end of the second sector, into the third, which is here. So the third, I feel like the third sector is always the trickiest part of it all, because it's always this section here where you have to brake heavily and try and get out of that corner without any wheel spin. That is most difficult. And then you have to go a double or maybe a triple right hand, the longest right hander ever, and then the blind left hander. Try and keep that car as close to it as possible, and then come up to the final corner now on the 20th corner, and that is the lap of the CWC for the Austrian Grand Prix. But again, guys, we're just waiting for the situation of the drivers itself. So just bear with me a sec, guys. We will kick off in about a few minutes' time. But looking at all the drivers tonight, it's going to be an absolute classic, I say. So just can't wait for it tonight. I really can't wait for this USA Grand Prix. So hopefully we'll get a classic at the Austrian Grand Prix. But yeah, if you're watching the stream, good evening to you all. I hope everyone's going to have an enjoyable race at the CWC Race League on the LeagueRacing TV channel. Make sure you like, subscribe and follow. It'd be a massive, massive help. So let's have a quick look at the Carlsberg. How you doing? Sway, how you doing, mate? How you? Hope you're going well. Hopefully we'll try and get that sorted. So we've just got about 10 seconds left to get everyone settled. I think two drivers are just not ready yet. So hopefully the tyre wear at this track is just absolutely abysmal, should we say. It's absolutely abysmal. And it's only because of the if you start with the softs itself, that is the one where you have to try and produce the goods. So it's because the softs are not going to last long. They'll probably last about 6 or 7 laps at this track alone. But it's just I think it's going to be. It just all depends on how these guys can capitalise and try and keep their composure. And I think the aim of this is obviously don't push too hard, because obviously the tyre wear is not going to be great with your stints, whether it's the soft to the mediums. The soft hards is the safest one, but obviously you're going to be really slow during that stint. But it all depends on the weather conditions and also the check of it all. And as I said, yeah, so we do apologise. Yeah, so we do apologise. We've got some technical difficulties on the leaderboard. One of the drivers is not on the right car number. It's not Marsh. Marsh hasn't been racing for a very, very long time, so he's technically not racing tonight. It is Kieran D. So Kieran D will be doing his in Marsh's name. So here we go. We've got 17 minutes of the qualifying itself, but let's have a quick look at the weather in general, because so it's going to be raining throughout the qualifying, but it's going to be a dry race. So that's what we're looking forward to tonight. Good day. Good day, Cameron. How you doing? Hope you're going well. So Leo Tour's just coming out to do his lap now. And it's torrential rain at the Austrian Grand Prix, and it's going to be. This is the stage where everyone has to be at their best, and I will say this: this will have to be at their very, very best. So, and this is why you cannot afford to make any silly mistakes, especially when there's 4 races left. Especially like the top 2 between Kieran D and Carlsberg. Those 2 drivers will be ones to watch, and in turn we'll have to try and not make any mistake at all. I'm just trying to see where Leo Tool is on track. Leo Tool's just come up to the long right-hander, and there's a couple of cars about 4 or 5 cars ahead. But watching it from his perspective, Let's see if he can try and produce an unbelievable qualifying lap. The intermediates is just not the way forward, but obviously we've got yellow flag set to 3. Not sure who that is. That is, I believe, one of the Red Bull cars. Not sure what's happened there. So Leo Tour just coming up to do his qualifying lap. Now yellow flags on sector 2. Well, still on sector 1, sorry. Oh my god, Leo Tour just completely lost it. You got Carlsberg, the Drivers' Championship winner from last season. And he's already invalidated his lap. So, absolutely mad scenes tonight. So, Pizzio trying to push on at the DRS straight. So, come up to the second sector now. I hope everyone's okay and well. Mate, please make sure you like, subscribe to the LeagueRacing TV channel for all the live race itself. These guys have got races coming up this week, and I'll give you a full lowdown in a moment or two, but we'll finish off with the qualifying first. So, Brazil just come up to the this is just intense stuff. No one's done their laps yet until Cameron did a 1:43.7. So Cameron Armstrong has just done his lap, but let's see where Pizzio's done. Pizzio's done a 1:45. Rojas Eduardo's just moved up to second with a 1:43.751. 300s off the leader. So Mikey, Cameron Doubts, who had scored his first podium last week. So he's done an absolute stellar of a job in the Japanese Grand Prix. But let's see if he can emulate that again to close the gap into the top 3 again. But Mikey's just come up to the last few corners now. Looks like he's really struggling. Unless he's made a massive mistake. 1:44.727. That's a good time. Chris Partridge, good to see him back. Feels like decades ago since the last time I heard from him. So Chorus Lucas did a 1:44.375. That's a good time. Watkins did a 1:46.1. Not a good time from him. And same with Robin. Robin did a 1:46.8. So these guys are absolutely struggling with. They're all struggling. They're all struggling with the track itself, and I'm just trying to see where Carbs or Connor Settrell is going to come up to the last few corners now. If you can get a good lap, that'll be fantastic. But you might get a 46.4, so that's still not enough. They're 3 seconds off the leader. 3 seconds off the leader. That's not good enough. Carlsberry's on his proper lap now, the Drivers' Championship leader. He invalidated his lap in the first one. So it's just intense stuff, guys. It's absolutely intense stuff. Got yellow flags on sector 3. I'm not sure who that is. That might be one of the McLarens. I think that is one of the McLarens who's just going to the pits. Now, Carlsberry's going to try and push now. He might do well, actually. He might get pole. He has! He's got pole with a 1:43.529. Or 530. That's still impressive stuff. Dylan De Vries did a 1:47.441, but that was invalidate his lap. And he's also invalidated that lap as well. Where's Nathan Carr? Nathan Carr's just doing his lap now. Robin has improved his time with a 1:46.3, but not enough. Not enough. So Nathan Carr just trying to push on massively. So he's obviously he's purple, but that's his one and only time at the minute. With 10 minutes 40 left on the qualifying at the moment, Carlsberg is in pole position in first. You got Nathan Carr is in second, and then you got sorry, Nathan Carr, Cameron Armstrong, sorry, getting ahead of myself. Nathan Carr, who I'm watching at the minute. Nathan Carr will be hoping that he would love to be in the second place. Got one of the racing boys just completely out track itself. I'm not sure who that was, but Nathan Carr has gone to fourth. He's going to fourth. That's a really good time from the Renault driver. So Leo Tool. At the end of the first set, he's purple. But this is what I mean. Leo Tool, he can produce the goods in the qualifying, but he cannot produce the goods in the race. And he's always struggling. He's always struggling, but could this be the day that he has broken the duck to get a good qualifying up and also a good race? Possibly, because the racing points have been really outstanding this season. They've been really outstanding. Leo Tool, Watkins moved to 7th with a 144.877, so that's a good time from him. But yeah, 1.2 off the leader, but still within the top 10. That's the main thing. But Leo Tool has just got another purple sector. So could this be low 43? Well, it could be low 43s or high 42s. I am not 100% sure how much the gap is between himself and Carlsberg. This is absolutely mad scenes. Here we go. Let's see what he can try and do. He's come up to the final corner now at turn 20. Needs to try and get a good exit. He does with a 143.1. Just misses out on the 142s. A 143.180. That is a really good time. Colin Setchell has moved to 10th with a 145.4. That's a good time from him. Kieran D will be on his lap itself. So it's not Marsh. So we do apologise for the confusion. So at the moment, just watch Dylan De Vries has moved to 11th with 145.6. I was going to say Marshy. Kieran Day is the only one. Kieran Day is the only one who's got no time at all, and he's only just personal best, not the fastest lap of the pole position. That's a bit worrying from his point of view because he's got 4 races left. I really hope he doesn't drop off from here now, because this is just gonna be. I really do want him to do well in the last 4 races itself. So here we go. Can Kieran Digg now coming up to the final few corners now? 143.5. Right, so he's with touching distance with Carlsberg. That's what he needs, but he needs to get ahead. Otherwise this is not good. So all drivers have all had their times submitted. So Cameron Dowds is just doing his lap now, as in he's improved his time, but I wonder if he's going to improve massively. Connor Setchell is out of the qualifying. Cameron Dowds, I was going to say Connor Dowds. Cameron Dowds is just moved to 7th with a 144.318. That's a really good time from the McLaren driver itself. Whereas Cameron Armstrong, he's purple. So is he going to match his Racing Point teammate of Leo Tool, who's in first place? But then you've got a Renault who's just behind, which is Nathan Carr. Nathan Carr has been... I keep saying this every single week, and he's probably had enough of me now. I want the guys who have known them for many years during the leagues itself. I want them to do well. I really do want them to do well. But this season, Nathan Carr has been... It's been pretty much similar to what happened last season, where he does a good race, and then all of a sudden something happens, whether it's a crash or a collision, something in the race, and that's where I'm hoping he'll be try and get rid of that demons as well. Cameron, who got purple on first sector, he was massively slow. Well, massively. He's only like a 10th or probably a 100th slower but he would have done a 143.3, I think, believe. But again, that's the problem now. You need to try and push on. Christian Paseo has moved to 4th with 143.589, joining with Kieran Day, who's in 3rd. Not Marshy. It's Kieran Day that's in 3rd. Just a reminder. So Carlsberg now, he was purple on 1st sector, so one of the drivers went past the 1st sector is quicker. So that might be Cameron Armstrong again. I need to go back to him. Let's see what Carlsberg can try and push now. Oh my god, we hit the 42s. 142.764 or 765. That is really, really good time from the Ferrari driver. Yeah, Cameron Armstrong is also purple on that 1st sector again. So we're in for a good shout. And he's purple again on the 2nd sector. So are we going to hit the low 42s? As we can see, the rain is still, I'm just watching from his point of view, it's still intermediate conditions wherever happens, but it's been absolutely, I'm glad I'm not driving in this track. We've got yellow flag set to 3. That may compromise a little bit. He's trying to keep that car and he's doing absolutely stellar. Coming to the last few corners now. Coming to turn 20. This could be a perfect lap. This could be a perfect lap. Oh, what a lap. 142.7. 600's better off, but he was slow on the 3rd sector. He was slow on the 3rd sector. Let's have a look at Kieran D now. Kieran D is trying to do his lap now. So he'll be under a lot of pressure. So yeah, it's 2/10 off Cameron Armstrong, but he's 4/10 off Carlsberg. So he really needs to try and start pushing now. He really needs to start pushing, because otherwise it's going to cause so much mayhem in that track itself. Really needs to push. Really needs to push. And I think we got the 2 Racing Point drivers. Yeah, we got the 2 Racing Point drivers just behind. Then we got the Renault of Nathan Carr, then the McLaren of Cameron Dowds as well, who's been still have a job on his debut last week. Let's see if he can try and emulate it again. Mikey has moved to 5th. That's a good shout for 143.533. That's a really good time. Just seeing how Kieran D is really slow on that 3rd throughout his lap itself. He'll be absolutely fuming. We've got 2 minutes 20 left on the qualifying. Can anyone try and stop Cameron Armstrong, who's in pole position at the moment, in 1st? So he's come up to the last few corners now. It's 1.6 behind. That is massive. He needs to try and improve. Just have a quick look at the comments. Maze, how you doing, mate? Levels. Tells you to come on, clubs. That's what Tom Sutton. How you doing, mate? Hope you're going well. We are Corey Snook. If you're there, we've got a fan of from Tom Sutton. He says, Snooks has said he loves CWC, and Neil, great work, lads. No worries. Carbs, how you doing, mate? You alright? Tell Snooker to come on, clubs. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I'll tell you what. Just for that, we'll have a look. He's just on the 3rd sector, ironically. So he's done a 154.5 on his last lap. 10 seconds off his. He must have had a mistake somewhere. So this is his one and final chance to get a perfect lap. So the track should be better conditions. Watching it now, the Ferrari driver, who's been. It's been like second best to Carlsberg, but they've been good as teammates. After that struggling Australian Grand Prix way back, all that back into Australia, the first race of the season, they've stepped up a gear. Oh, Corey Stuke has invalidated his lap. He's invalidated his lap. He'll be absolutely fuming. So he'll be out. Where's Watkins now? Watkins is on his outlap now. Dylan DeVries is invalidated his lap. So I doubt he'll have enough time. He won't have enough time to do another lap. Robin. Is Robin going to be on? Yeah, Robin's going to be on his lap. Beautiful helicopter view. Absolutely brilliant. He's kept the car. 1.2. So it doesn't look like he's going to improve massively. Looks like Cameron. Oh, he's had the back end just spun out massively. Colesbury. I'm trying to see if anyone's getting close. So Nathan Carr will not improve his time. He will not improve his time. Leo Tour is on the first sector. He's invalidated his lap. Kieran D has improved his time. Colesbury's out. Right, this is crucial point scenarios. Kieran D needs to get a good exit. Needs to do push now. Oh my god, could he be purple? Could he be pole position? Mike is moved to 5th. Kieran D come up to the trickiest third sector. I absolutely hate this third sector. I absolutely hate it with a passion. But Marshy trying to push everything he can. Eduardo's moved to 5th now, getting ahead of Mikey. Kieran D keeping that car as close to the curbs as possible. Oh, it's going to be close! Oh my god! Oh, he's missed out. He's missed out on pole. Nathan Carr will not improve. Well, he invalidated his lap earlier on, sorry. But Christian Pizzillo moves up to 4th. So he joins joins Kieran Day for the second row of the grid. Is anyone there? Cameron Dowds. Oh, Cameron Dowds is invalidated his lap. So he will not improve at all. So he'll cross the line. And that is the qualifying itself, guys. That is the qualifying of the CWC Racing League, the F1 League on the US of A track. Here are your short qualifying classification for the USA Grand Prix. For the CWC Racing League, the F1 League, you got Cameron Armstrong is in 1st, Eric Colesbury is in 2nd, Kieran Day is in 3rd, Lando 4th, Leroy 5th, Eduardo 6th, Mikey 7th, Ninja 8th, Cameron 9th, Snookster 10th, Chain Game Wowie is in 11th, Watkins is in 12th, Dylan DeVries is in 13th, Conor Settrell is in 14th, and Alan Partridge, knowing you sunshine, aka Chris Partridge, is in 15th place. So we're just waiting for the drivers to get themselves prepped up and ready to go. If you are enjoying the stream, guys, please make sure you like and subscribe to the LeagueRacing TV channel. We are aiming for at least 10 likes tonight. That'll be a massive help for the stream itself. So yeah, it should be intense stuff. I'm just having a look. Tom says hashtag Snookster is a decent little racer, isn't he? Snook's proper awful. Snook out. Last water is wet. Kieran D is a goat, Tom says. Cameron Armstrong says yes, Paul, well done. Tom's just not happy with that. Carbs says GG Cameron Armstrong. Tom says Snook will easily win. Watch. Oh, okay. Will says £10 if you crash Hector. Hector's not here, just dislike. I am not sure what's going to happen, but it should be an absolute classic tonight at the CWC Racing League, the F1 League. Not only we're live exclusive for you guys tonight, we also got the to League, which should be on at the same time. So check out on the LeagueRacing TV channel as well. And also, I'm not sure what's happened to Carps, who's aka Connor Setchell. So it's going to be a dry race. That's what we're looking forward to tonight. But should be a classic. I think it should be a classic tonight. So we're just trying to see if everyone can try and push on. Don't get me wrong, I quite like the US of A track, but it's just I just cannot stand the third sector, and possibly bits of the second sector where you just can't afford to lose any mistakes, and that's why you just can't do that at all. So yeah, the drivers all try to warm up the tyres as much as possible. So we got Lando's on the softs, you got Corey Stoker's in the softs, and also Chris Partridge is in the softs, which is in 4th, 10th and 15th respectively. The rest of the drivers are all on the medium tyres, which is the safest bet, because you can do the one stop, easily do the one stop. You can do like you can do probably about 16 laps, but then again, it's the tyre wear that I'm worried at. The track itself is not great with tyre deck, and also trying to go off track, it's just mad, to be fair. Now the drivers are all slowly coming into the grids now, so predict your predictions tonight. So we're just loading up the stream itself. So should be a classic tonight for the starting grid. They're all coming into the pit stops. Sorry, the starting grid itself. We are about to start now. We've got 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights, and we are go. Who's had the great start at the CWC Racing League, the F1 League? Coming up to the first corner now. Oh my god, we're going to have a 3 to bend moment. The 2 Red Bulls oh my god, quite a few drivers have gone off track at turn 1. But Kira D trying to keep on ahead of his teammate of Lando. So one of the drivers, yellow flags. That's Corey Snook. Corey Snook is out of the, out of the track itself. But hopefully he'll try and get back as quickly as possible. So the 2 Red Bulls. Oh my god, there's been some contact. Oh my god! That will need checking. We've got a safety car. We have got the safety car. If you're not sure what's happened to the Red Bull drivers, bit of wing damage, and now I'm wondering. I'm just trying to see who had the wing damage badly. So Christian Bazio has lost the left hand on that part, and also Kieran D is also lost the front wing itself. So he's out. Well, he's going to have to go back into the pits as quickly as possible. So yeah, so it should be a mad. Well, it's definitely a mad start. So the drivers are just trying to go back in. Kira D has retired on off track. So hopefully he'll. It's just a shame because we are there. He's out of this race. The only time that he'll try and get back into this is just if Colesbury is also out of the race itself. But Eduardo's going to first place. Oh no, we're coming down. Well, Snooks is going into the pits. So this one, I think there'll be quite a few words after the race itself with the two Red Bull drivers for that massive contact. Again, it's just... yeah, Kieran D is also out of this race itself. But if you like what you see so far, guys, please make sure you like, subscribe to the LeagueRacing TV channel for all the live races itself. A bit of a shock, to be fair. I think this is kinda not confirmed, but I know Carlsberry has got this massive opportunity now to extend that points and to try and get some... to extend his drivers' championship itself, as well as the constructors. But again, the two drivers from the Red Bull, that's the most talking point of it all tonight, is the... I think there was some words mentioned about during the qualifying that we have seen coming through our info screen, but at the moment it's not good for the Red Bull team at the moment. But with one driver, which is Christian Pizzio, who's in 13th place, he'll have to go in with the fresh softs, so hopefully they'll... the safety car will not come in this lap. The safety car will not come in on this lap, so got one more lap of it, and then we should be able to get back. Oh, Carbs is going to the pits now, so Carbs is going to back into the pits. I don't know if he's had any wing damage. So Cameron Armstrong, who's doing an absolute stellar of a job to push. But yeah, it's just it's been a mad start for the CWC Racing League, the F1 League. So yeah, just trying to see what's happening on there. What's that? I will say this, guys, on the stream: if you are going to comment and just try and ruin someone's race itself, just don't bother. That's all I'm saying. Right, so Carlsberry trying to think of a way to get past Cameron Armstrong for first place. So yeah, just try and see what's going to happen for this race itself, for the US of A Grand Prix for the F1 League. Now all the drivers trying to warm up the tyres, get themselves ready, because obviously this is going to come in now. The safety car's coming in now. So yeah, pretty much try and see how what these guys with that tyre wear scenario is going to come in. Here we go. So the safety car is going to come in on this lap. Cameron needs to try and get a really good start to get away from Carlsberry. Needs to try and push. So here we go. We're trying to see what Cameron's going to try and do. He needs to try and get a good exit from the last corner at turn 20. So here we go. He's pulling away now. Carlsberry needs to try and get close now, and we're back to live racing now of the CWC Racing League, the F1 League. You got Watkins has just got the 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So Cameron's just trying to pull away as quickly as possible, while those guys are going battling out. We've got Mikey trying to close the gap onto Leo Tools in third place. So trying to push on massively on lap 4:28 of the CWC Racing League, the F1 League. So trying to think of a way to get past. I mean, Mikey, you mentioned earlier on. Oh my God, what's happened at the background? What's happened to Snook? Snook just went off track. He must have caught either the curb or one of the cars itself, but he's lost it, and now he's lost a bit of his front wing. So hopefully he'll try and get back in again after he had a struggling start of this race. And then we got front wing damage from Ninja. Oh, it's going side by side, 2 in a bad moment between Ninja and Cameron Downs for into the third sector, but he's lost a bit of his front wing, so he have to go into the pits because his straight line speed is not going to be great. Oh my god, the Mercedes driver Watkins gone ahead of Ninja. The drivers are going to be trying to get themselves back into the pits. Lando was trying to get out of the way as quickly as possible, but Mikey trying to close the gap into third place, and we got the battle for Cameron and Watkins for 8th and 9th respectively. So Corey Snook has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So here we go. Can Cameron try and push on massively? Just try and see what happens from his perspective. And we also got Lando trying to close in on Dylan for 10th place. So again, this is it's tight. It's tight at in the mid pack itself, because obviously Partridge has got the soft tyres. Needs to try and get a bit further. But with Watkins trying to close the gap, we've got Lando might have an overtake move on Dylan for 10th place. So Lando's just gone ahead of Dylan for 10th. Now he's going to try and push on to close the gap into Watkins, who's in 9th place. Just watching Partridge now, who's 4 tenths just behind Chain Game Wow for 6th place. We're on lap 5 of 28 of the CWC Race League, the F1 League. So here we go. Chris Partridge now trying to close the gap. Cameron slowly catching up. Now here we go. Chris Partridge now making the move on ahead of Robin. Is he going to try and make the move on the hairpin corner? Robin might have a chance to do the old switcheroo. And the McLaren. Oh, the Mercedes and the Haas driver going side by side. 2 in a bed moment. And Chris Partridge just got ahead. He's just got ahead. That's a good move there. That's a really, really good move. Cameron trying to push on. So Lando trying to close the gap onto Watkins again. But these battles at the back, like the mid pack of the grid itself, it's just been absolutely insane stuff. Corey Snook has now got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So Lando's got a chance, might make 2 moves. The DRS should be active. He's trying to go side by side with Watkins. Could be a 2 in a bed moment. Cameron having a quick look as well. Christian could not do anything about it, but he might get ahead. He might get ahead side by side still. Side by side. Or got a little bit of contact. He might have a little bit of contact. That might have lost a bit of the rhythm getting into that corner. But Christian Bazillo's trying to get on the inside. And he does make the move. Brilliant move there from Lando. So Lando's just got himself up to 9th. Watkins drops down to 10th. I'm just trying to see if there's any other battles, but this is the battle we're going to see so far. Chain Game Wow's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. But this train from from Chain Game Wow, still. Oh, Cameron tried to see if he was going to go around the outside, but Chain Game Wow tried to go on the back onto the racing line, but Cameron did not even expect what to do with that scenario. But now Lando's could have a chance to make the move done. So we're on lap 7, trying to, with that safety car earlier on, it just brought a bit of excitement into the racing itself. So Snookster is out of the race. We've got a virtual safety car. We have got a virtual safety car now. So we got the virtual safety car, so the guys just got try and slow down as much as possible. So Corey Snook and Kieran D are out of this race. So we should be able to carry on. We're just waiting for the drivers to get... Waiting for the virtual safety car to end, which should be sooner. So wait for it now. But yeah, it should be... It's been stop-start race, shall we say, because of the safety cars and then the issues, and now Ninja's got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car, so he's not having a good race at all. So Ninja's also got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Now Lando trying to put the pressure on the McLaren of Cameron Dowds, who's in 8th. So Cameron trying to go through the S's section and trying to close the gap, but with Lando just behind in 9th, he's going to try and pounce as much as possible. Mikey could be closer to Leroy in 3rd place, but Cameron Armstrong still in 1st place, still holding on. Mikey's just gone ahead of Leroy, so well done to Mikey. So brilliant job from Mikey's point of view. So just try and see how... Oh, a little bit of a lock-up from Cameron, but hopefully he'll try and make the move on to Changing Wow for 7th place. So Cameron's making a move on the inside against Changing Wow. A little bit of contact, but still. Will Lando try and go around the outside? Or are you going to try and keep within and try and get that DRS as quickly as possible? Oh my god, that could have been catastrophic moments. We've got time penalty. Lando's got time penalty of 3 seconds. So now all the drivers have got the DRS sounds itself, but it's just really tricky when you've got someone who's already got the DRS train coming on from Chris Partridge, who's in 6th place. So Chang and Wow trying to go through the S's part, still trying to hold on, try and stop Lando from getting past as much as possible. But as I said earlier on, Leroy, who does well in the qualifying, he's still within the top 4, don't get me wrong, he's still within the top 4, but not enough to get trying into the top 3 as of now. But it looks like Chris Partridge still holding on. Cameron's just gone off track a little bit, but now he's got a great exit. We could have a 3 in a bend moment. We could have a 3 in a bend moment. We have a 3 in a bend moment, as you can see. What a move there from Cameron and Changin. Wow. Lando would be thinking, I should have got past these as quickly as possible. Chris Partridge, oh, bit of a late breaking moment from Lando itself. But Chris is trying to make a move on the inside, but Lando's saying, look mate, I will try and make the move. Oh my god, this is going to be mad stuff. Eric Cosmo's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings now. Oh no, there's been a crash! There's been a crash and there's been a spin between... well, the crash was from Lando. The spin was from Chris Partridge, who's also dropped down to 11th. So we've got another virtual safety car. So another virtual safety car has also been out again during this race. If you like what you see so far, guys, please make sure to subscribe to the LeagueRacing TV channel for all the live races itself. So we've got... So hopefully we'll try and see what's going to happen from everyone's perspective. I'm going to have a look at the top half of the grid now, because we haven't mentioned much. Because Leroy Lost third place to Mikey. So Mikey's doing a stellar of a job to try and hold on to third. I'm just going to have a look at the biggest movers. Obviously, we're back live racing now. DRS should be back up and enabled. Majority of the drivers have all had 4 positions moved, so that's quite impressive stuff from Mikey, Changin Wow, Watkins, Dylan, and Carbs, and Chris Partridge with 4 positions. The biggest loser or the biggest loss at the moment is Lando with 8 positions currently racing, and Ninja with 5 positions as well. So Carlsberg now could have a chance of trying to close the gap on to Armstrong now for first place. So on lap 11 or 28 of the CWC Race League, the F1 League, now he's going to have to try and push on. So Carlsberg need to get past Armstrong and get that 3 second away from that gap itself. So come up to the DRS zone now, so he'll be within the DRS itself. Now he's got a chance with the DRS always active. So this is where Carlsberg now gets closer than ever before. Still not enough. Still by 4 tenths. 3 tenths now. 3 tenths is the gap. We'll come up to the third sector now. The heavy braking point. Within the third sector. Now he's going to try and have to... He was having to have a quick look and try to go on the inside line, but not enough. Not enough to get past. So trying to push on massively now. So Carlsberg is trying to think, what does he have to do to get past Cameron Armstrong? But not enough at the moment. We're on the safe. Well, the suggestions say that the pit window is now open for the softs, so the mediums should last a little bit longer than ever before. But with Leroy getting the close on to Mikey again for third, we also got the battle for Carlsberg and Cameron. Chris Partridge has got a 10-second time penalty for corner cutting. So that is not good for him. That is not good. Let's have a quick look at the penalties itself, cumulative penalties. So Partridge is in 11th. He's got 13 seconds with a penalty, so that's not good for him at the minute. Ninja with 6 seconds, and Lando, Watkins, Chagin Wow, and also Carlsberg, who's had 3 second time penalties as well. Same with Dylan De Vries now, who's just joined in with the 3 second time penalty crew. And also, we did have the fastest lap, and that was by Lando. So Lando had the fastest lap of the race, so that was a good lap from him, to be fair. But Carbs could have a chance on Dylan now for the DRS straight up to 9th. We got 2 in a bed moments, trying to push on. He's just done enough to get past Dylan, but Dylan's going to try and have a quick glance. But watching it from his perspective, so yeah, Dylan's trying to close the gap, but Carbs could be on for a good position, to be fair, in the top 10, because he's been, to be fair, Carbs has been really struggling this season. He's been really struggling. And he just, he got some points, don't get me wrong, he's got some points, but he's still struggling to get consistent points or try and do well, because all the drivers in this league have been quicker and quicker than ever before. We've got 3 battles at the moment. We've got first and second with the Armstrong and Carlsberg. We got MDJ and Leroy for 3rd and 4th, and also this battle between 9th and 10th on Carbs and Dylan, which we're watching live and exclusive for you guys at this moment in time. We're nearly at the halfway marker, but anything could happen on this the CWC Race League, the F1 League itself. So hopefully we'll see a few shocks along the way. So here we go. So yeah, Cameron Downs has just gone 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings now. Leroy's just come up to close the gap onto Mikey for third. So there we go. So Mikey trying to try and pull away from Leroy, who's in third place. So can't do anything about it at the moment, but still try to close the gap. There's not been much overtakes as we have seen during this race, but hopefully we'll try and get a few more when we hopefully get another safety car itself. But Carlsberg is now getting closer to first place of Armstrong, who's trying to hold on. He's doing a stellar of a job since his qualifying lap. He's been first place and trying to keep Carlsberg in second place. He's done a stellar of a job, to be fair. And I've been really impressed with the Racing Point team. Really been impressed with the Racing Point team. But hopefully they'll try and push on. So here we go. Carlsberg's got a chance. He might have a chance. No, he's still trying to close the gap itself, but not enough. So yeah, just absolutely mad scenes, to be fair, on the CWC Racing League, the F1 League. But yeah, Carlsberg, the Drivers' Championship winner from last season, can't do anything about it. Well, to be fair, he doesn't need to push, to be fair, because he's already got quite a lot, about over 20 odd points of the Drivers' Championship to himself, to Armady. But within this position itself, he will get an extra 20 points on top. So it's pretty much, he nearly has like two race advantages ahead because of Armady in 15 had that retirement earlier on in the race. So we could see Carlsberg winning the title in probably next week or the week after, depending on the scenarios. Again, F1, you just never know what to expect. You just never know what to expect back. But yeah, Carlsberg with try and push on massively. Chris Partridge's got another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So Cameron will be a sitting duck because Carlsberg's got a chance now with the DRS shown, and he has make the move. No, he's too wide scenario. Cameron holding on for first, just at the nick of time. Oh, lost the back end now. So Cameron trying to push on massively, and now with Carlsberg now pushing, he can't get past. He really cannot get past Cameron. But he's also got a 3-second time penalty, so now it's even Steven, shall we say, from the top two drivers who have both had 3-second time penalties for multiple warnings. This is the only two battles we have got at this moment in time on the CWC Racing League, the F1 League, of the first and second, and also third and fourth. But with Cameron is in first, you got Carlsberg is in second, Mikey is in third, Leroy is in fourth, Eduardo's in fifth, you got Cameron Downs is in sixth, Changin Wow is in seventh. It looks like Watkins is going to the pits now for the softs, which this will be a good opportunity for him to try and do the undercut. So absolutely mad scenes. You got Lando trying to push on. Watkins drops down to 11th, but now he's got the fresh tyres of the softs. This will be a good opportunity now, but Carlsberg trying at that DRS. Cameron trying to keep on the inside on the defensive line. Still doing it again. Is it keeping it on the inside? It does, but two in a bed moment. Carlsberg trying to push, but Cameron Armstrong still holding on for the inside. And he does still have a job to hold on. A little bit of contact, but not much. But Carlsberg must be frustrated at the minute to try and get past. he can't do anything about it. So Cameron Armstrong now trying to push on. Is he going to the pits? He is. He's going to the pits. So Cosbury needs to push. He needs to push for a good lap. So Leroy is the closest bar we've got. Closing in to Mikey, who's in third. So just trying to see. Looks like Cameron Dowds has also gone into the pits. So it'll be interesting to see how far Watkins is to the guys who are in the pits itself. Just trying to see. Looks like Cameron Dowds has just gone out. So yeah, he's also gone out. He's just gone ahead of Watkins, who's also in the softs. But then also might have a bit of a battle. I thought we was going to have a bit of a battle from the way it looked in the map itself, but not enough, as we could see. But Leroy in third place, trying to push on massively. If you, like I said, guys, with this racing itself at the CWC Racing League, the F1 League, Carlsberg in first, Mikey's in second, Leroy's in third, Eduardo's in fourth, Armstrong's in fifth, TTGaming Esports is in sixth, Carbs is in seventh. We also got Dylan is in eighth. We got Dowds is in ninth, Lando's in 10th, Watkins is in 11th, Partridge is in 12th, and Ninja's in 13th place. But Watkins does get ahead of Lando. But Lando's just gone way wide. I don't know if there was any contact between the two drivers, but or try and get the heavy braking point from the DRS zone. So now we can see if Lando can try and push on and get back onto Watkins. Eduardo's now going to the pits. Leroy's now going to the pits. We got Mikey's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, so he'll be fuming. He'll be absolutely fuming. Watkins got the fastest of the race now with 132.673. So that's a good time from Watkins. It's all a bit of a gaps from all the drivers itself, but hopefully we'll get, I think we might have Leroy getting close to TTGaming Esports on those 17 laps of that tyre wear. But Leroy's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. We also got Carbs and A Star Is Born in 6th and 7th place. The only ones that have got no penalties at all. Now Leroy making a move. He's trying to get this move done with a DRS, and he's just done that perfectly. Well done to him. So he's got himself into 4th. We've got the racing points in the top 4. Dylan has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So this is crucial now. This is absolutely crucial with some of the drivers itself. So we also got Eduardo's in 7th place. Closing the gap. Yeah, Eduardo in 7th. Closing the gap onto Carbs for 6th place. So Eduardo trying to push on. You got Carlsbury dropping into the pits. Same with Mikey, who's also in the pits. So here we go. Carbs trying to push on, but it looks like Eduardo is going back into Carbs for 6th, but they're still battling out. But now Eduardo's now back himself up to 5th. He's got back himself up to 5th. I'm just trying to see. So Watkins has moved to 8th. Carbs with those 15 laps of those tyre wear. You can go a little bit longer. Then probably about lap 18, well 18 laps. Bit of a push, like 20 laps, but it just be better with the tyre wear for the softs later on in the race. But Cameron Armstrong, who had a bit of an unfortunate race last week, is also in a shout to win at the USA Grand Prix, so he's done a stellar of a job. It's we got Partridge now for 12th, Dylan in 11th. Can Partridge now push on massively? So yeah, just absolutely mad scenes at the moment for the CWC Racing League, the F1 League. So we've just got Dow just getting close to Carbs now for 6th place. Obviously, Carbs tyre wear is going to be absolutely shot, but he might drop down outside the top 10. The way some of the drive, well, especially when Lando's going to the, well, he won't be going to the pits. Leo Tour's got the fastest lap. No, Eduardo's got the fastest lap of the race now with a 1:32.419. But look at Dowds now. Dowds with the McLaren trying to push, getting past Carbs now for 6th place, and he's done a stellar job. Carsberry's now got 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, and now look at Dowds and side by side with Carbs. To the bad moment! Oh my god, through the S's, and Cameron Dowds has just gone ahead. That's a brilliant move, just to hold on. So Ninja's moved up to 12. Partridge has dropped down to 13th place with the pit stop strategy. Lando's got another 3-second time penalty. I need to have a look at the penalties actually to see what much it's going to be affected. So yeah, it's just going to be, obviously, if a Styles Ball can try and get within 3 seconds off of Mikey, he might get himself moved to 4th. Carbs, if he can keep up the pressure, but he'll probably go into the pits anyway, unless he can try and go all the way to the end with those medium tyre stints. So, but Ninja could be on for a chance to close the gap onto Partridge for 12th. Carswell's got the fastest of the race now with 1:32.295. So, yeah, absolutely mad scenes tonight. Ninja trying to make the move, but Watkins has gone ahead of Carbs for 7th place. Ninja should be making a move onto 12th, and he does make the move, so that's a good move. By the moment, Tunabed, Partridge still bouncing back. He's bouncing back, and what a move! What a move from Partridge, but from Ninja's perspective, he can't get past. He cannot get past Partridge, but actually he might do. He looked like he might have a chance, but bit of a push now to try and go around the outside. No, oh my god, has he done it? Fair play to these two drivers, they're still at it, Oh, well done to Ninja. Ninja's moved up to 12th place. Robin, aka TTGaming Esports, got another time penalty. Partridge has got that DRS, so he should get himself back on the inside line, back up to 12th. You feel like this battle is quite a good battle actually, that we've been waiting for a very long time in this race. So Partridge now trying to hold on. Ninja's got another time penalty. He's got 12 seconds already. Partridge has got 22 seconds. So he's got to be careful not to get DSQ during this race. To be fair though, it's his first race back for a while. So it's good to see him back properly. But either way, whatever happens, Partridge will drop down to 13th. Because Ninja's obviously within the 10-second gap. But Ninja now's got a chance to make the move into 12th, and he does, but Partridge will have to keep on the inside line. And he does make the move on the inside line and does a stellar of a job, but still going side by side, two in a bed moment. And brilliant move there from Ninja, but Partridge making a move on the outside. But Ninja's going to keep on the inside. Brilliant racing from these two drivers. They cannot give up this battle. They cannot give up this battle at all. But Ninja trying to hold on. Ninja trying to do everything possible to keep within Partridge. But again, still with that slipstream itself. Partridge is going to keep on the inside line again. Carbs has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. But Ninja's got a great exit. He's got a great exit of the hairpin. And what a stellar of a move against Partridge. Now going through the S's part. The most trickiest part of it all on the track itself. So Ninja trying to pull away. This is the only closest battle we've got, guys, of this race. Because all the drivers are all spread out. Eduardo's the only one out of tonight where he's got no penalties at all. So that's impressive stuff in the US of A track. So just going back to the leader times itself. Here we go. Now Partridge is going to back up to 12th, and he does with that DRS. Ninja trying to keep. He's going to try and keep on the inside. No, he thought about it. He thought about making the move, but not enough. Not enough to kept hold of that battle itself. So great battle from these two drivers. We'll keep on at them for a bit for the time being. But at the moment, obviously, Armstrong is in first and still hold on for first. Brilliant stuff from him. We got Carsberry's in second. Leroy's in third. You got Mikey who's in fourth. The Stars Born is in fifth. You got Cameron Downs is in sixth. Watkins is in seventh. Changing Wow is in eighth. You got Ninja. Ninja's making the move on the inside at the hairpin corner. He's going to have to try and break heavily. He's got another penalty now. And now Partridge goes ahead on to 12th. So this battle for 12th place has been absolutely still of a job from these two drivers. So brilliant stuff from these two. We've got 5 laps remaining, guys. 5 laps remaining of the CWC Res League, the F1 League. Still so Ninja trying to push on. So let's see if we can try and make the move. So Ninja might have a chance to give himself back up to 12th place. Still, again, these two drivers, the former rivals of the teammates, not teammates, but obviously they were rivals of different teams throughout the years. And Lando's got the fastest of the race now. And side by side, 2 in the bend. Ninja cannot hold on. He needs to try and get a good exit. Looks like Partridge has lost the back end. He has lost the back end. Still battling out through this section itself. I'll have to go back to the top 2 in a moment or 2. Let's see what happens from this DRS. So Ninja will be back up to 12th if he can try and make the move. Partridge trying to keep on the inside line, and he does try and keep on the inside line. Not enough to get. Oh my god, they're going side by side again. These guys are going side by side. 2 in a bed. Do not do this to me. Oh my god, they're going through the S's. You can never do 2 in a bed moment through the S's part section ever. Never ever. And because of that, Ninja had to pull off that and pull away. Trying not to cause any havoc or any issues as well. Now we got Carsberry now in second place. So trying to see if Carsberry can try and get the move done. So Carsberry now trying to push on to Cameron now. Cameron will be a sitting duck from this situation itself. Carsberry with the second place with 4 tenths. Cameron trying to be on the defensive line. Carsberry will be ahead. And he goes ahead of Armstrong for the first time in this race. Now he's got a chance to pull away over 3 seconds. He needs a 3-second gap between himself and Armstrong. If Armstrong can try and be within under the 3 seconds, he will be the winner of the USA Grand Prix tonight. So yeah, it's still Carsberry now. Ninja's gone ahead of Partridge again. These two drivers still going side by side. You can see on the map they're going through the first sector again. Carsberry's lost the back end. He has lost the back end, and this may bring. Oh, he's trying to get rid of that slipstream from Cameron Armstrong. 3 laps remaining, guys. 3 laps remaining of the CWC Race League, the F1 League. Partridge has also got another 3-second time penalty. That's got to be about 28 seconds already of this penalties. Yes, it is 28 seconds. So this battle for first place is definitely going to be heated up because we'll watch this, and then we watched the feel like Partridge and Ninja should have moved up a bit through the grid itself, because them two do not deserve to be in the bottom two, shall we say. Snookster and Armady are the only casualty drivers of tonight's race at the USA Grand Prix. Eduardo has got a 3-second time penalty, aka A Star is Born, who's in 5th place. So all drivers have all got at least one penalty. Watkins has got another time penalty again. Robin's got another time penalty as well. Yeah, it is. And Ninja has got himself another time penalty. So we're raining penalties galore at the USA Grand Prix. So the gap between the top two now. Oh no, there's been contact. There's been contact between Partridge and Ninja. I wonder if the two drivers are going to retire. I was just about to watch them, and then all of a sudden they just had a bit of a collision. So we're on the penultimate lap, guys. We're on the penultimate lap of the CWC Racing League, the F1 League, on the LeagueRacing TV channel. So just seeing how Cameron Armstrong can try and push on. But he can't do anything about it at the minute. We've got a couple of battles so far. So, just seeing what happens. It looks like Partridge and also Ninja are close together as well for the 12th and 13th place. We'll have a quick look at that. I wonder if there's wing damage. I'm just trying to look at Ninja's car. I can't see it from Ninja's point of view at the top of the helicopter. But if he does lose a bit of the time, that's the problem. That's where it occurs. We got yellow flag set to 2. Not sure exactly what happened from Lando. Lando, who was just about 4/10 off carbs for 10th place. Now, Chang In Wow has got a chance on going to the overtake on Watkins for 7th place. That's a good move from Chang In Wow. Ninja is in 12th place. He's got himself back up to 12th. Now we're on the final lap, guys. We're on the final lap. It looks like Carsbury could have a chance to close the 3-second gap, but if Armstrong does not hold on, this will be mad. He would be fuming. He'll be fine with the podium, but I think he would be fuming that he shouldn't have won this race, considering he had the bestest qualifying lap and also majority of the race that he has been leading. So he's under a second of the gap between Carsway and himself. So they're on the DRS straight, and they need to push. They really do need to push. But Watkins has a chance to close the gap onto Chang In Wow. They're coming up to the third. Sorry, Carsbury and Armstrong are coming up to the third sector now. Lando's got another time penalty of 3 seconds. So this is crucial now at the last stage, and looks like Watkins could have a chance of making the move. But he's got to be careful because he's got to get that slipstream. He might have that DRS. So Watkins could have a chance on the DRS, so we'll have to go back to the leader. I'm sorry, we'll have to go back to the leader because Carsbury has crossed over the line at the moment, but depends on where Armstrong is. Armstrong has won the USA Grand Prix, so well done to him. Brilliant stuff. Watkins dropped himself down to 8. Leroy has finished in 3rd, so the 2 racing points are in the top 3. Brilliant stuff from those guys. Mikey is in 4th. Partridge has retired following the race. We also got Star Wars Born finishing in 5th. You got Cameron Downs finishing off in 6th. Watkins is trying to get past. Watkins trying to get past as much as possible. This is mad. It looks like Watkins. Oh my days. Watkins finished off in 3rd. Dylan. No, Cobbs has finished 6th. I think that's right. Carbs has finished 6th. That's a great race from him. Absolutely stellar of a job. And he does deserve the drive of the day. That's his best ever race that he has driven for this season for the F1 League tonight. Brilliant stuff from him. Absolutely brilliant. But well done to Cameron Armstrong getting away from the Japanese Grand Prix nightmare to now brought himself to win the USA Grand Prix. A brilliant drive from him. And Carlsberg finishes off in 2nd place. And then you got Leroy finishing off in 3rd place. We will get the drivers in to hear their thoughts of the race itself. But here are your race classification for the USA Grand Prix. For the CWC Race League, the F1 League, you got Cameron Armstrong in 1st. You got Carlsberg's in 2nd. Leo Tools in 3rd. Mikey 4th, just missed out on the podium. You got Eduardo in 5th. Cameron Downs is in 6th. Carbs 7th. Watkins 8th. Dylan 9th. Robin 10th. Prezio in 11th. Nathan Carr's in 12th. You got Chris Partridge 13th. Corey Snook and Kieran D are the only casualties of that race tonight with the DNFs. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be back for the questions of the interviews tonight. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the racing of the CWC Racing League, the F1 League. We have just done the USA Grand Prix. We've finally got our 3 drivers in to hear their thoughts of the qualifying and of the qualifying and also the racing itself. And I think one person's going to be absolutely delighted after what happened at Japanese Grand Prix. It was just a complete nightmare. He's completely gone. He's just completely wiped it off because he just won the USA Grand Prix. That is Cameron Armstrong. We also got Carlsberg, who finished off in second. He could not get past. He did get past Cameron Armstrong at the last bit of the few bits of the race, but overall he could not do any more with that, with the penalties itself. And then we also had Leo Toole, who proved me wrong every time during the racing. He does well in the qualifying, but he's just struggled in the racing itself, and finally he's got himself back into the podium. It's good to see him back. So we're going to talk to Leo Toole first, and then we're going to talk to Carlsberg, and then we're going to talk to Cameron Armstrong, because I know he'll be absolutely delighted to win his the USA Grand Prix. So right, here we go. Lee, how you doing, mate? You all right? Nice one, nice one. So, from your perspective and all your thoughts of the racing tonight, you had a great battle with Mikey during that stint, well, majority of that stint. Did you feel like there was a lot of pressure from your perspective to finish off in third? Brilliant stuff, and you've got first and third with the Racing Point team as well, so that's still a massive confidence boost for yourself, Lee, because you do well in the qualifying. Don't get me wrong, you do well with the qualifying, but what's been before tonight's race? What has been like? What's the word I'm after? What's the thing that was stopping you from doing well to emulate that your qualifying pace into the race pace during the season? Absolutely, but hopefully this is a catalyst now for yourself to start getting podiums, because you don't get me wrong, you are a good driver. You had a good you've got the qualifying pace, but obviously qualifying pace, if they had points, you would have been massively advantaged, should we say. But overall itself, you did an absolute stellar job tonight to finish off in third. So what's your aim for the next 3 races left? And I do agree. I feel like the Racing Point team are like one of those outsiders that I did not expect to do well. And guys have proved me wrong. I will say to Cameron as well later on. But well done, Lee. Well done, Lee. You did a brilliant job tonight, and you can stay if you want, or you can shoot off. It's up to you. But thank you very much for joining tonight, mate. Well done for tonight. Nice one. Carlsberg, have you got your ticket booked for this commentator's box to join me every time in the opponent top 3? Now, tonight, with the penalties did not help. He did get past Cameron Armstrong, so surely this has been one of the most frustrating. I know it's kind of frustrating because you haven't technically lost points, because obviously Kieran D has lost points because of the incident at the first lap of the race. But now it kind of feels like this race, you felt like you really should have won this race with the battle that you had with Cameron Armstrong. How did that feel? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I do agree. I feel like it's. I do feel like it's a bit of a iffy moment, shall we say, of the drivers itself, because there was a carnage which I will mention to the stewards, and it is being caught with what happened. But again, I don't want to go into too much detail because it's not my thing. But that I'm just going to send it to the stewards and just hear their thoughts. But you are right. Even though it's not mathematically possible yet, but it kind of feels like the championship that Kieran D was pushing so much. I feel like this race has cost him that, to be fair. Yes, I do agree. I do agree with that. But again, I don't want to go into too much detail with that. Do you know what I mean? So, but your perspective race, surely that was one of your best battles with Cameron Armstrong tonight. One of those battles tonight. Yeah, absolutely. It's just been absolutely mad, to be fair. And from everyone's perspective, it was a good battle, but at the same time, you wanted to win the race to be perfect, but not enough to get past to win tonight's USA. But you still technically pretty much blocked 50 points, so I think that nearly 50 points. I think, but that is two races. That's nearly two races already to get ahead. So I think you might win the title by round 16, 17. Just depends. Yeah. So just have to wait and see how it goes from that perspective overall. But from your perspective itself, well done for tonight. You did a stellar job tonight. And I wish you all the very best of luck for the next few races in the season itself. Nice one. Before I carry on, guys, I'm just going to do one check of a thing. Just don't. So there we go. So there you go, guys. Hopefully that will be enough to hold on. But Cameron, what's your thoughts? Tell us your thoughts of your win of the USA Grand Prix. You don't think? Yeah. Yeah, I think this race there was just not much overtakes from everyone tonight. There was some great battle near the end of the race, which I'll mention about. But overall, I think it was absolutely brilliant stuff from your perspective, because the nightmare of Japan is completely gone, and you got yourself into the USA and just you said to me actually before we started the Japanese, you said I want to get a top three because I missed the top three. I'm like, okay, let you do that, but then you had a nightmare at Japan and you did well to get USA. So, but as I said to Carlsberry, what's your thoughts of the battle that you had with Carlsberry? I bet that was pure sweat afterwards?
Well, the first stint, I enjoyed the first stint. The second stint, I wouldn't really call it a battle because he did pretty much get past me a go. But it was just who could be the quickest for long enough to stay ahead. And honestly, that last lap, I got so close to another penalty.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. It's just been absolutely mad, to be fair. And you did everything you could to win the USA Grand Prix, and let's see if you can try and keep up with the Racing Point team, because this is decent points this season. And I wish you all the very best of luck for the next 3 races to see how you guys can get on. How about that? Yeah? All good? No. Well,
I do feel bad for Dilo.
I will mention it. Yeah, that's fine. I will mention it as well. But thank you, Cameron Armstrong. You got your wish. Not the right track, but you got your wish at the USA Grand Prix. Even better itself. But well done tonight, mate. You did a stellar of a job. So thank you to Leo Tall, Colesbury, and Cameron Armstrong for their thoughts of the interviews itself. This race has been a bit of a mad one, to be fair, because there was some safety cars, there was some virtual safety cars itself, but overall it was kind of feel like it was a little bit of gaps galore. But I will say this, on the first lap there was a carnage between the 2 Red Bulls. Again, the stewards will need to have a look at it in more detail, and I will put my footage on, or the stewards footage, well, the stream footage. It looked like I think there was some heated debate, I think, beforehand, when I think it just got out of hand, I think. I don't know, I might be wrong, but hopefully not. And obviously, at the LeagueRacing TV channel, we do not tolerate any stupidity on the chats itself. It's not good with the morale of the stream, and it's not really good with the commentator that trying to watch what's going to happen. So please do not do that again to anyone else, otherwise you will be banned from LeagueRacing TV channel for everything that we do on here. So but yeah, cheers for that, guys. I'm going to stop the stream now. And before I forget, guys, there was a technical issue with the telemetry. That's why I did not show it on the race itself, because one of the drivers had their wrong number and has apologised to me on DM and as well as on here just before we started the interviews itself. So I'm going to stop the stream now. I'll see you all next week for round 16, I believe. Round 16, I think it is. Round 16, round 15. But basically, next round will be there next week. Don't go anywhere. Well, make sure you make sure you don't miss out, because it's going to be one hell of a ride to find out if Colesbury will clinch that 2nd title in a row, or can Kieran D, who all of us will feel sorry for, because he was really unlucky tonight, because I think he would have closed the gap and had a good battle at the top. So cheers back, guys. I'll speak to you all soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.